Hey everyone, it's Aurora. So I didn't want to say this in a video ever, but I'm sorry I haven't posted in the past 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. I know I promised a 3-month hormone update video a little bit ago because it's been a few weeks, I think 2 weeks, since my 3-month mark on hormones. And so this is going to be my 3-month video. But I will get more into why I've been absent in a later video, because I think it is important to share what's been going on and whatnot, but that is going to be for another video. But this is going to be my 3-month hormone update video. I went to my doctor 2 weeks ago, and I did get a higher dose, and this appointment was just a routine checkup, basically. And right when I walked in, my doctor basically just said right away, okay, we're going to start you on a higher dose. And I was ready for it. But I did not foresee how I would actually be feeling with the new dose. But before I get into that, let me share with you exactly what I got and what I'm taking right now. And before I do, yes, I did get hair. I can't believe I forgot to mention that, but that is something that has changed. I did get some new hair. Whoops. I did get some new hair. Extension. They're clip-in extensions. They're from AB Hair or AB Hair. I really don't know how to say it, but I think it's AB Hair. And it's a really, really good company. It's human Brazilian hair, I think. 100% Remy. And so that's something that's new. But let me get into exactly what I'm taking. So before I went to my doctor, I was on, let's see, 2 milligrams of estradiol, and I was taking that once a day at night. And I was also on, 100 milligrams of spironolactone. And basically what she did was double my dose. And she also added another medication. And that medication is, what's it called? Progesterone. And progesterone, she told me, is supposed to help with breast growth and a few other things. I think one of the fallbacks from the medication actually is it increases your appetite, which also helps with fat distribution because of like body weight and stuff. But let me show you what that looks like. This is the new medication that I'm taking. It's they are little red pills. I guess I'm just gonna take them out, and I'll show you one of them. So I just take it orally and I swallow it. That's progesterone. And not that interesting. And then, of course, I have my spironolactone. Oh, it was loud. Spironolactone and my estradiol. And so now I am taking estradiol and spironolactone twice a day, and then I'm taking my progesterone once a day at night because it can make you drowsy, I think. And so my dose is doubled, and I didn't really know how it was going to feel, but definitely now I am feeling a stronger emotional change on the hormones, on these new hormones. And lately the biggest change lately has been my mood. And so let me warn you, at the 3-month mark on hormones, it does, I mean, it's different for everybody, but at least for me, it does start to get a little bit depressing, I think. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to be honest on my channel. I am staying positive, I really am, but I have been a little bit depressed lately. And I am seeing a therapist, so I'm talking to people, and I'm trying to live in the moment and just be as happy as I possibly can, but my emotions are kind of being tested, and I am very, very snappy. I get very, very angry easily. I get angry and irritated, and I'm very, very short. If somebody does something that pisses me off, I just jump on them and just get very, very angry and defensive. And also, I feel like I can't really think as rationally. I really think I'm not thinking that realistically sometimes. I'm honestly, I will exaggerate, or I will be too paranoid, or I will assume things about certain outcomes, and I've been thinking very, very much. I've been thinking a lot on these new meds, and I cry way more easily. That is something that's very real. And so the emotions are the number one change that I have noticed 3 months on hormones. Emotions, definitely. Once you are on your first dose of estrogen or hormones, no matter what you're taking, you really don't know what it feels like until you up your dose, if that makes sense. Your body's still getting used to the hormones at first, but once you up that dose, it's just like, it hits you, and it's like, it's kind of shitty. But let me get into the stuff that you guys are actually probably interested in hearing. Physically, one thing that is bothering me is my face. I don't think, I mean, maybe you guys can tell me, I don't really know, but I don't really think my features have changed that much. And on my face, really, I don't really see much of a difference. The changes that I saw 2 months on hormones on my face basically look exactly how it looks right now, I think. And I've been breaking out a little bit more, which is annoying. And also, an interesting fact that some of you may know that my doctor told me is if you are on too much estrogen and your body can't take that much estrogen, it will convert that estrogen into testosterone. And I was actually, I know this is a ridiculous thought, but I was paranoid for a while that I was, when my dose was upped, I was paranoid for a while that I was having too much estrogen and that it was converting into testosterone. And that's why I was breaking out. And that's why for a while I was extremely, extremely dysphoric, because I would wake up and my skin wouldn't look that healthy and I would just be confused. But it also is due to my eating habits, I think, haven't been that great, and my sleep, and it's been very hard for me, and I will get into it in another video as to why it's been hard for me to eat well and sleep well and just feel good about myself, but that's for another time. But other changes, my breasts have been developing a little bit better. I don't know if you could tell with this outfit I'm wearing, but you can see some type of development, and I know I've worn this in another video, but I don't care. But that's not too significant, not too much breast growth yet. But I will put in some clips right now. I'm going to cut away to some clips right now of my body, and I filmed these clips like a little while ago, like 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, my shape has rounded out a little bit. I have been getting some stretch marks on my rear, so my butt is getting a little bit bigger, I think, as well as my legs have kind of are starting to curve in a little bit more. And if you notice on guys, most of the time their legs curve outwards, and girls' legs, starting from the thighs going to the kneecap, kind of curve in a little bit, and that's kind of, I've noticed what's happening to my legs. And so my body is something that I am not too disappointed with. I haven't noticed any change in the pattern of my hair growth on my body, if that makes sense, like mostly my pubic area. I haven't really noticed that much change in where the hair is growing, but I have noticed that hair on my body is growing slower, but not any more slower than it did at the beginning of my hormone. When I explained like my hair is starting to grow slower, it's not growing any slower, but it still is growing slowly, if that makes any sense. And I've gotten a few laser hair treatments as well. I've gotten 2 more, I think, or 1 more since I made my last video. So I've been to 3 appointments in total so far. And what really pisses me off is right after you get your laser hair appointment, at least for me, right after I got my laser hair appointment, I could not shave. Like, not like I wasn't allowed to shave, but I couldn't shave the hairs. I don't know what it was. I guess maybe the laser kills the follicle. Like, if you don't shave well enough before the appointment and you still have some hair there, and then it lasers in front of the hair, it kind of like blocks that pore and traps the hair in there, and if that makes sense. And I couldn't shave the hair, and I was so annoyed because I had for a little while, and I was so dysphoric, and that's also why I did not want to make a video really, is I did have like a mustache, a little bit of a mustache, like 5 o'clock shadow for a little while, and I was just like not having it, and I was so angry. But it went away in like 5 days, I think. But I just packed on a lot of concealer and tried to live happily. but hey. And so yeah, my appetite is increasing. I am getting more thirsty, as I mentioned before. Also, one thing that is nice, which I have noticed and I didn't really mention before, is I don't know if you would be able to tell, but in past videos, I used to struggle for a while with just like horrible under eye bags. Not necessarily under eye bags. It's hard to make, it's weird. It's just like right here. I still kind of have some right here and here, but I just have these under eye like crevices, like pockets. I don't know what it is, but they're starting to go away, because this one over here at least used to come like all the way down here and just be really, really noticeable. It still kind of is a little noticeable, but those are starting to kind of smooth out and disappear, and that is, I think, due to the fat distribution in my face. My cheekbones are standing out a little bit more, but those are changes that I noticed a month ago. So that's not really anything new. And I really think that's it. I really don't want to get too depressing in this video and talk about why I've been so upset, but that video will come very shortly. I just felt bad that I didn't get this video out there right away because, sorry, of course my camera had to stop recording right there. But like I was saying, sorry, this is a big deal for me, and it's 3 months. It does not seem like 3 months. It seems like way longer than 3 months. Time goes by very slowly, but I still have a long way to go, and I'm just trying to stay strong and positive. So I could use some nice words, some good encouraging comments down below. And I really, really appreciate your guys' comments, by the way. Thank you for commenting, again, on my birthday video and just on all my videos. I really, really appreciate it, and I love your feedback. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys learned some more about what it's like to be at the 3-month mark on hormones and how it can be good and bad and ugh. So, I will make a video shortly, I promise. Sorry for my short absence, but I am back, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you all later. Bye! Mwah.